In the dark of the night we rise again, a shogun and a raven unbroken, my friend. Gothic tales and truths collide, through the shadows we confide. Breaking chains, defying lies, through the asylum our voices rise. While cultures fail we tear apart, unfiltered minds, Gothic hearts. They try to silence, try to divide, but the shogun and raven will never hide. Critique and chaos we embrace, together we'll rewrite this space. Rise from the ashes of the past, a bond unyielding will outlast. With the shogun to lead, the raven to soar, unstoppable voices forever roar. Step into the dark where the shadows gleam, Gothic therapy chasing dreams. Rise through the storm, we'll ignite the flame. The shogun and the raven, remember the name. For the lost, the silence, the shame, through satire and wit we'll reclaim the game. From Yu-Gi-Oh to the Witcher's lore, we shatter illusions, demand something more. Dark and bold we draw the line, healing through laughter, Gothic design. Raven's words and the shogun's stance, together we fight a Gothic hearts dance. The S in the coat, with a mind like fire. Raven with the pen, lifting hearts higher. Discord's alive, the asylum grows. Our voices unite as the shadow flows. Final rise from the ashes of the past. Our bond unyielding will outlast. With the shogun to lead, the raven to soar, unstoppable voices forever roar. Step into the dark where the shadows gleam, Gothic therapy chasing dreams. Rise through the storm, we'll ignite the flame. The shogun and the raven, remember the name. Remember the name. From the ashes of the past, a bond unyielding will outlast. With the shogun to lead, the raven to soar, unstoppable voices forever roar. Step into the dark where the shadows gleam, Gothic therapy chasing dreams. Rise through the storm, we'll ignite the flame. The shogun and the raven, remember the name.
First of all, I want you two kids to know this is a safe space, okay? Feel free to express yourself. Don't be afraid. I sense there's an enabler here, but we'll get to that.
Bowser, I feel like he has to be on my list.
Because he is
He's Bowser.
bondage daddy sexy.
Bondage daddy, but also like
Good
literal
father.
daddy.
Yeah.
You heard her.
I'm not repeating that.
And now it's time for Everybody Loves Hypnotoad.
I hope you guys realize that your like little gay chair relationship thing has now bled over into other streams that I not only watch, but my own stream as well. Like people are demanding hypno chair, and I'm like, what the fuck is a hypno chair?
Dude, you need a chair. Yes.
I don't need a chair. That's the last thing I actually need. I will reiterate, I do not need a chair.
Well,
but the
hold
lore
on,
is
there's an easier clip that can explain this if I could find it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You have clips for this? No.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
This is what I did.
Tears in the sky, fly so high, and if I'm here, just size on the ceiling. The chair went to Mars, and now it's revealing.
Going off screen.
3 hours later.
There he is. Hypnotic.
So let me get this straight. Hold on.
Did
Let
you
me get
chair
this
break?
straight. So how do I say this? So you told Smash that his clip needs to be short, and you got like a 20-minute montage of fucking chairs.
Okay, that was literally just for our stream, and Smash hadn't seen it yet.
That's insane.
That was amazing.
Hey, it worked. People loved it.
Dude, that was amazing. That was amazing. I was cracking up.
Not gonna lie, that's pretty hardcore. I didn't realize the lore for the chair thing went that deep, but I guess yeah, now I understand.
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Master does not like the way I eat muffins.
Okay, I'm sorry, but when I'm a normal person, you eat the muffin, you take bites, and you finish the muffin, and it has the wrapper, and you throw the wrapper out, and you're done. My wife eats it like in tiny little bites, and then bites the wrapper and like bites pieces off of like on the wrapper.
What's wrong with eating the scraps?
It looks weird.
But there's literally no one else there. It's just you and me at breakfast.
It annoys me. Like literally, she like will bite it off, but she'll do it like a little squirrel. Like, it's like, stop it.
I'm enjoying the muffin.
Enjoy it quietly.
My voice is now starting to hurt. Hold on, I have a trick for that.
Oh.
Ricola. Oh, better. What?
Never do that again.
Ricola. Did it even pick me up?
It did, unfortunately.
All right, listen up, you bunch of lost souls and weirdos. It's showtime. You want to survive in this world of pop culture chaos? Well, here's the secret. You got to hit that subscribe button over on Gothic Therapy's YouTube channel. Yeah, that's right. Do it or I'll come knocking, and trust me, you don't want me as a house guest. Don't be shy. Whack that button like you're slamming the door of your in-laws. And hey, hit the bell too, or I'll be haunting your dreams. Catch you on the other side, baby.
In the heart of chaos where agendas collide, master of the TDS and Raven stand side by side. Exploring the madness, we uncover the proof with sharp wit and insight. We're the voice of the truth. Welcome to Psycho-Synopsis, the dark side of the truth. Dive deep into the madness you cannot refute. Secrets of the Asylum, come free your mind. Crazy or not, let us be your guide. Diving into the shadows where secrets reside. We'll tear down the facade of culture's villains can't hide. Wild theories and whispers in the dark. Join us on this journey, reignite the spark. So tune in and listen, let's start the debate. With Master Light and Raven, your salvation awaits.
Welcome, seekers of the Asylum.
For those searching for salvation.
Or embracing the insane.
You have come to the right place. Good evening and welcome to your weekly dose of therapy.
Well, yeah, it's been, what a week, huh?
A week needing therapy.
Yeah, so let's, right off the bat, let's address the elephant in the room. And I'm just using that word not to be insulting or anything, just phrase. So, this week, we had a horrible, horrible assassination of Charlie Kirk this week. And we don't usually like to lean too heavily into overly political things. However, this is not something that we can avoid, nor is it something that's necessarily overly political. So we will be addressing it and we will be acknowledging it. But if you're here for someone to go through, exactly what happened and the step-by-step and the breaking updates, that's not us. We're not going to do that, but we are going to talk about some of the fallout from this. And obviously what we're going to do right now before anything else is we're going to actually have a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk. So we're going to take a minute, give him a moment of silence, and we'll move on from there, give him the respect he deserves, all right?
Mm-hmm. Begin.
All right. I think that's good enough for now.
Baruch Dayan MS, may his memory be a blessing.
Yes. So, as I said, we are going to talk about that. It's going to be our first topic, but obviously we understand that certain people, people were already talking about it in the chat. It's a very charged topic. It makes perfect sense. that people will be talking about it. So we're not gonna tell people
Yeah.
to stop or anything like
It
that.
is.
We understand.
We acknowledge that it is completely unavoidable to talk about. Regardless of what we want to talk about this week, it is unavoidable to bring up. So we are
That
going to
said-
bring it up. Yes, so we are going to bring it up, but we're not going to get political about it. We are just going to talk about it in relation to pop culture, like we talk about everything relating to pop culture.
And we're not going to spend the entire stream on it because, look, we all want to be able to move. We all want to have distractions, especially now. And this is a very important time that I think that we can all agree that this is going to sound bad until I explain it. So don't just take it straight off. We should all come together, not in a sense of the right and the left or whatever. We're not getting into the political thing. In a sense where now more than ever, should connect with your family, your loved ones, your chosen family, all those people, and take the time to spend time with them because you never know, in these crazy, messed up world that we live in, you never know what day is going to be your last.
True. And with that, let's get out of the somber mood and into our chat.
Yes. So, actually, we have a couple things to bring up first before we go in. One is we had a vote couple streams ago about getting a certain amount of super chats, and we would make a throne page. We have finally gotten around to making it. We have a throne page. It will hopefully be advertised by the Stream Elements bot when it decides to work. But it is a thing now. No pressure to buy anything or whatever. It's there. We've added some things onto it, and some things I've removed because Raven added them, and they were expensive, and we didn't need a gigantic Jack Skellington plushie that was literally the size of our bed.
To be fair, you're the one who added that, and I thought it was ugly.
Lies.
I never wanted it.
Lies. Anyways, so that is a thing. You guys can. It's basically a way of gifting stuff. If you want to, you don't have to, but it is a thing.
Please
So we
do.
did want to acknowledge that.
But please do.
Well, yeah, you can. And there'll be a link. If you can't find it, it'll be in my link tree. It's my link tree. But yeah. So anyways, do you want to mention what our goal for today is?
Sure. If we get 20 super chats tonight, regardless of how much they are, we will tell you about what I like to do over the Sabbath.
Yeah, and it sounds boring, but trust me, it's not, because it gets annoying. But yes. Anyways, I think that's about it. We don't have any updates on the avatars yet. The process is going slow. Actually, you know what? We can take a minute. You guys know that Lifu is doing our avatars, and she probably will absolutely hate me for doing this, but I'm doing it anyways. She's actually going to be taking some time off for a surgery coming up. So what I would ask is if you don't want to if you want to go over there at some point, not now necessarily, it's in the next couple days, and let her know that, we sent her and that we all care about her, and, that we hope for the best for her surgery and I hope everything goes well, please do that. She will absolutely hate it, and she will be mad that I brought it up, but she can't do anything about it. So
Exactly. So after this stream or tomorrow night, because she streams all the time, go bother Lifu.
yes, please do.
And give her
and make sure you let us
and make sure you give her super chats.
And make sure you let us know let her know that was all Raven's idea and I had nothing to do with it.
Lies.
Anyways, let's get to the super chat.
There it is.
Ah, there it is.
Hooray, it works.
That message was not my message.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
You literally take care of everything technology for us.
Nope. You totally messed it up. It was not me.
No, I have no access to the Stream Elements bot.
Yes, you do. So Raven's just lying right now, and I muted her because she's lying, and I'm gonna talk for her. I'm telling the truth. And okay, let's get to the chat.
Yes.
Got the
Give me just
timer?
a moment, and I will bring up the timer. Please stand by. And begin in 3, 2, 1, go.
Griffin of Might says, so Nintendo's patent is a bit more people are making out to be. It's only for very specific type of summoning in games like Pokemon Legends. Won't actually affect most companies. We'll talk about that. That is our second topic. There is a lot to talk about there. Appreciate that. I can't pronounce that name.
Ilthalion.
Ilthalion. Okay, sorry. These patents considered a dangerous precedent. Agreed. Drevlock says, sorry, but pretty Witcher. I don't think my suspension will go that far. Fair enough. And of course, the great one is here, says, diversity officer clocking in. I'm going to miss tonight's live show, but I will see the replay on Monday. Have a good show. Plushies for Raven. Give Raven chocolate. All right, all right.
Yum, 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 yum.
It's the differences that make our world so rich, diverse, and wonderful.
I still hate you, though.
Hee
Diego Zimbi X Play Live says, hello. Hi. Hello.
Hello. New person.
Thunder Kid says, clocking and Master Raven. Looks like we'll be talking about Charlie after all. His death was obviously an attack on free speech, and if they win, no one will be able to think without permission. Yes, it's an unavoidable topic, even if you're trying not to be political. It was a terrible, terrible, terrible thing, and we will be talking about it, as we said before. But nice to see you, Thunder Kid. Chris Stiles says, just wanted to say hello, Master Raven. Hope you're both well, and sending my condolences to Charlie Kirk's family and friends. Stay strong, America. It says, can't stay. I have a hospital appointment tomorrow. Well, I hope things are okay. I hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah.
Chris. But thank you for stopping by. I hope whatever it is that's going on in the hospital is either not serious, and if it is something going on, I hope whatever it is goes as well as possible.
Yes, Rafua Shalema. And a good thing too, because you won't be staying up until 5 a.m. watching us.
Grim Reader, I like that name. This situation involving the death of Charlie Kirk has really brought out the worst in people. Say what you want about him, the man did not deserve to be assassinated. 100%. 100%. Let's be fair. I really don't think there's a lot of people that you could say, yep, he deserved to be assassinated. Like, that doesn't work, you know? Baked Buddhist with the heart. Mermelade says, good evening, night shift. Looks like we have a few minutes till showtime. Don't forget to clock in. Well, show's already started now, but still. Odin Dark says, hail, night shift. I shall ignore Netflix adaptations and jump into the pit of despair. Better
Good
idea.
choice. How
about we throw the Netflix adaptations into the pit of despair and then throw the writers in after them?
If only.
The Project File says, good evening, folks. I genuinely hope you all doing well. It's been a long, rough week, but we can now end it on a good note together.
Yes.
Oh, man. 100%. Asian Swordmasters is clocking in. Could use this after some family drama over the weekend. Well, family drama is not fun, but, you know, hopefully
depends on the family. Well, it depends on the family drama. Because sometimes it can be fun. Sometimes it can be fun to just be a spectator.
I would assume that if he's coming in because he could use this after family drama, I assume it's not the good kind, but hopefully we can help.
Did you at least get to drink to ease the pain?
We're going to continue. Thomas M. has certainly been a rough week. You said it. Aiko Ui Snow Owl Channel says, my poor Digimon and Yokai watch. JPS says, clocking in. I'm all for the pit of despair. I think it might get full.
We'll need to dig deeper then.
Well, we can make multiple. The pit of despair, the pit adjacent to despair, the pit on top of despair. No.
The pit beside despair.
I think we all need therapy tonight after the week it's been. 100%.
Yes.
Deku Leader says, clocking in. Oh boy, what a week. Did you restock the hot sauce? Not only did that assassination happen, but we lost the beloved racehorse. Sad vibes all around. Oh, that's terrible.
I did hear about a racehorse, but I'm not really into horse racing.
It's been a terrible week. We have to be honest. It's been a terrible, tragic week.
As Armageddon sucks. We need a new one.
Ashes says, good evening, friends. I hope this day has gone well for you all and that you've gotten to take care of what's important in your lives, spending time with family and loved ones. Appreciate you. I appreciate you all. We appreciate you. And thank you.
Yes.
Paladin Demo says, for the lady. I'm assuming that's a Warhammer reference, right?
I'm pretty sure that's Warhammer Fantasy, yes, unless he's referring to me.
Well, here's what I'm going to say.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
I'm going to assume you're talking about me. Thank you. I am the
Jose
lady of the night
Taco
shift. You shall obey me.
Jose Taco says, checked in. Jeremy Hughes review says, join the chair gang, Hypno. You cannot resist the call of the chair for long. Literally,
One of us.
Go send, at some point, people, go send Hypnotic lots of super chats about chairs. He absolutely loves them. He's just pretending he doesn't. So you should really go over there and just like send him nothing but chairs. He absolutely loves him. It's the most, his thing that makes him the happiest in the world.
Do it. One of us.
Alejandro Campos says, clocking in for the night shift. Hello to everyone else joining me in the pit of despair. Hi to the Master and the Raven.
Hello.
Foot Potter Decker Miller says hello.
Hello.
Fausto Solis says hail, clocking in.
Hi.
It's just Trevor says, looks like I'm here just in time. You are.
Hello.
Youngblood Ray says, clocking in with some of those Oreo Reese's cups. Did I do good on the chocolate front? Oh, God, don't remind me. I want to taste those.
We tried to get them, and we ended up getting the wrong cookie.
Yeah, they were the one with peanut butter in them, and they just taste like peanut butter crackers. So, Reaper Knight says, clocking in honor for Charlie Kirk. Free M5000 says, what it do, people? It does what it do. That's what it does.
It is what it does.
Says, hey. GS Wolfswood says, it's been rather heavy to say the least. 100%. Merit with a ... because it was a moment of silence. Haster says, I honestly didn't believe the news when I heard it. Yeah.
Most of us didn't. Hello, Mr. 3D Dev.
Mr. 3D Dev. I feel like that's not his name. I feel like it's something else.
I'm pretty sure I remember him saying it was something else, but it just is easier to read as Mr. 3D Dev.
Yeah, you just have to embrace it.
Seriously.
Servant of God says, clocking in. What crazy are we going after this time? We got a lot.
Quite.
Master wants plushies confirmed. No. Buffy Murder Machine says, hi, Raven. How do you like Rogue Trader so far?
I am still figuring out the combat. It is not easy for me on turn-based combat. I do not do well on turn-based combat. But the story is okay.
What does Master want to be gifted?
Games that are actually his wish list.
I think she was talking about the Throne page, but I put a couple things on there.
The Yu-Gi-Oh manga.
That's expensive. No, one has to buy
But
that.
it's something he really does want.
I'm gonna mute you.
I'm just saying. People are asking what you want.
Gonna mute
and
you.
I'm telling them.
Gonna mute you.
Why can't you tell people what you want like I do?
Because I don't. Clocking in says Storm Reigns. I'm blaming both of you. What did I do?
I don't know.
Leaf was supposed to be here as well. No, I think she's probably doing her own thing.
I think she's streaming right now. Yeah, I think she's
both
streaming
have an
right
awesome
now. Sometimes
dynamic.
she shows
We
up
try.
at the end. Yes, it is the wonders of married life.
Colin Warmbrook says, sorry again for the shameless plug, but I'm still plugging at my fic with the cope that followed after the death of Charlie Kirk. Completing the fic is important to me now more than ever. You don't have to be afraid. If you're here, you showed up, you left a message. As long as you're not promoting something we don't stand by, totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
I would say don't overdo it, but that's just my opinion. Crimson says Spew Sky is I don't know what that is.
Blue. He's talking about Blue Sky.
Oh, Blue Sky. Okay.
I think.
It's Kitty says hi everyone.
Hello.
Asian Swordmaster says that he doesn't drink.
Lies.
Debuff Bluff says saw Demon Slayer in 4DX. I can't watch movies the same again. We have to see that at some point. It's sold out like everywhere.
Yeah,
Hypnotic is
there's no way
streaming
to
right
get
now.
there.
Go if you want to go bother him. Just literally you can even open up another tab and just spam chairs. He'll get so annoyed.
Mm-hmm. Do it.
Faction guy says, "Yay, you guys are back. We're here every week."
Mm-hmm.
For the most part. Let's see. Easily Dead Ninja says, poking my head and say hi. I'll watch later as soon as I can get out of my straitjacket. It is a snuggle vest, we'll have you know. You do not dead name them. They are snuggle vests. They are the most comfortable and constricting garment ever. You will feel hugged whether you like it or not. I'm glad that it's not picking up anything.
That's because I'm backing away so that it doesn't get too loud.
Sure. Blind Journey, late clocking in, passed out a sec, long day. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
The Phoenix Press says, hey, oh, hey. Nice to see
Hello,
you.
sir.
Sabrina's Espresso.
Timer is up.
I feel like that might be. I feel like I know who
Who?
that is.
And who might that be?
Working on some Screecher scripts while waiting, while listening to Raven giggle. Well,
You're
I guess
welcome.
that's a good way. I mean,
And
it's
it's
your
not
choice.
and it's not a giggle, it's a cackle. Get it right.
Okay, I think we're good. Did we get everything?
I believe so. Yes, the timer just went off.
We need to have like a snuggle vest emote. It's Swift minus one. Yes, I knew it. I knew it. That's what I was saying. I could tell from the waving hands. Oh, and quickly before we go into the super chats, over on Odyssey we have Sanjay Himura says, "Don't blame me for not wanting to cover it step by step." And we have Hallucinations of Opal Dragon, who says that she hopes Leavu's surgery goes well, and then asks, "Are hallucinations capable of getting into the pit of despair?" The real question is are hallucinations capable of getting out of the pit of despair?
Is anything capable of escaping the pit of despair?
Or if you're in the pit of despair, are you even real?
How do you know you're not a delusion?
If someone falls within a pit of despair, does it make a sound? Or do you exist?
Does it have a bottom or not? Is it really just an entrance to the true abyss?
And
Oblivion.
Shield Maiden says, Raven giggle, cute.
Cackle. Read.
Okay, I think we're good, right?
Yes. Now we can move into supers. I think we only got 2.
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm more worried about someone like donating a bunch of stuff over on Throne. So that's what I'm more worried about.
Did you make it?
Because we made a vote for it. I didn't think people would actually do it.
Yeah, literally, he said he was like, the first hour it was up, nobody bought anything. And he was like, ugh, no one's going to do this. It's not worth it. I'm going to delete it. And I said, no, you
Wow. Oh, gosh. I guess Raven had the problem with OBS again. Oh, no. We'll have to wait for her to come back. Is anybody buying that? Is anybody buying that? No?
me back in. Me.
No. Stop. Oh, stop destroying all. It's not like literally revealing all my secrets. Like, I'm just gonna not stream with
Is
you.
that really what I've been doing?
You're just like, oh, he said this. I'm sure his internal thoughts need to be put out for everybody to hear.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just Beth kidding me again. I'll leave. I'm sorry.
Want to die.
I said I was sorry.
You know what I have to say about that, honey?
What?
Well, you just bought yourself a week of no TV with that comment, mister!
Meow! Forgive me!
No.
I'm
Stop revealing my
sorry.
secrets.
I'm sorry! You know how impulsive I am!
I love how you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna blah, 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 blah. Everything Master tells me in confidence, just blah, 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 blah. Tell everybody.
Not everything.
Yes, literally everything. You're just like going, oh, here's all my inner thoughts and feelings, just spill them out there.
I'm sorry.
Honey,
I feel bad.
I'm not as upset. Just stop doing it.
Supposed to know.
I don't know. You've been living with me for over 6 years. I think you get some hint now.
Meow! All right, moving on. Rosie for $9.99. No super chats yet. Let's remedy that.
Well, thank you. You've remedied it.
Mm-hmm. Actions for 2. Raven, please tell us what your husband wants. He wants the Yu-Gi-Oh manga.
No.
Yu-Gi-Oh manga. Yu-Gi-Oh manga. Yu-Gi-Oh manga. Yu-Gi-Oh manga.
No. Stop it. Stop it. I'm leaving you muted. I'll do the super chats now. If you can't.
Oh, come on.
Then
Leo
behave.
Okay. Leo Fisher for $20. Can't help with kettle. Some help for chocolate. What does that mean?
No idea. But
Please,
thanks for
somebody
the $20.
translate.
It's the first $20 of the evening, so we'll give you a clip for that. Let's do this one.
Ah, the DeLorean.
Okay. Let's go to the next one.
Ashes for $2. Raven, please finish the story. No.
No.
I said no.
Good. It's not your story to tell.
And Baked Buddhist for $2. Is this getting added to the intro, lol?
Maybe. It depends. We sometimes have to we sometimes have to it depends because we're going to be getting updated avatars at some point. So I do know we have to get more clips, but I'm kind of being lazy. So
And again, I'm sorry. I really do feel bad.
I want to see if someone leaves a $100 donation. No.
Someone might.
Don't make Raven mad, Master Tia. She knows where you live. Okay. Hey, honey.
You're
do
not
it
going to
again.
And
Do
you're
it
going to
again
go
and I'm
sleep
sleeping on the couch.
Yes, I knew you were going to say that. I'm not going to do it again.
Master of the Bad Kitty. Honey.
Am I overreacting?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Relax.
Meow.
Just stop it's like, oh, he said this. It's like, oh, okay. So the next time you tell me something in confidence, I'll just come on here and tell everybody.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bad kitty.
You're okay. Stop it.
I'm sorry. Meow.
Get over it.
Meow.
Get over it.
Someone do something to make me get over it.
Yeah. Weird.
That wasn't it.
Now you're thinking about Rachel, though.
Blech. I don't want to
How about this? How about this?
Black girl magic!
It worked. She laughed. We have succeeded.
I snorted. It's not the same thing.
Black girl magic!
Really?
Did it work?
No.
Okay. We're moving on now.
Okay. I'm fine.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Please add the plushies. We had plushies. People bought them already.
It's a little adorable, cute little crow with a little brown scarf, and he's so adorable, and I already know where I'm going to put him on my shelf.
We had plushies. Everybody bought them. They were the first thing people bought.
Talking about plushies has made me feel better.
Okay, good. we literally, they were the first things we put on it. Think of Wednesday.
I'd rather think of what Ashes said. The murder bunny from Monty Python.
They bought them already? Yes, they were the first things that went.
Thank you, servant of God.
You don't have to say that.
Oh.
I don't know if he wanted to. Don't know if he wanted it publicly.
Oh, he did. Well, he didn't pay for it anonymously, like some of the other people did.
Yes,
so
but
I was
maybe
assuming
we...
he. Sorry.
Like, do I here? I'm just removing you from the show. We're all gonna be fine now without you here. You just can't. I can't trust you with anything. Just like here, you're muted now. You've lost your speaking privileges. You can mime. You can mime it. You're trapped in a box on YouTube. If you had hands, but you don't.
I don't have arms. I'm just a bouncing cartoon torso.
Anywho, we're going to the first topic. Oh, you literally typed that I did it in chat. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. He's okay. You survived, honey. You're okay.
Yeah.
Oh God. I don't want to know.
Uh-oh. Is it? But I need to know if it's one that I already have.
No one puts Raven in a box. Okay, we're going on. Will the new models have arms? Yes, but they won't. I don't know if they'll be movable. So, add to the throne? No.
Yeah, Proctophile, I want to know what you got because I need to know if it's one that I already have. That way
No,
you can.
it's
That way you can.
fine.
No, but that way he could cancel the order and get something different. What?
My show now. You can't be trusted. Like, just like, oh, I'm just gonna be completely blunt. Blunt. Can we move on to the next first topic, please?
Yes, let's start.
Okay, let's move on to the first topic. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Entertainment reels from scandal and flame.
Red Hood erased. A Yote dove lost her name.
When conduct burns brighter than art on display.
Consequences rise, and the work fades away. Well, it was going to happen.
Okay.
I mean, the consequences for people being stupid was going to happen eventually, I suppose, but it's a shame it had to happen this way.
So, obviously, we all know of the terrible, terrible event that happened with Charlie Kirk. And we're not going to go into the event. Most people know about it by now and know kind of what's going on. But we're going to talk about some of the fallout and some of the people who are finding out and are screaming and crying about being canceled. Yet, honey, when we talk about cancel culture, what do they talk about? They usually say it's called, what is it?
Yes, consequence culture, they like to call it, because it's everyone else suffering the consequences. Oh, do I love karma.
So we had there's been a lot of people getting fired, but we're going to talk about two main ones because there's, one of them is something we actually made a post about on Twitter, but I am going to talk about it here. And the other is something that I wanted to point out because it just kind of shows you just how not good the comics industry is now. So we're going to kind of talk about both. So let's start
If I may, if you thought they were unhinged before, this just further proves how unhinged they are.
So let's talk about Ghost of Yote. It's a game where if you guys know, or you guys follow us on Twitter, or even if you watch us on YouTube, you will know that we actually defended this game. We got a trailer for it, and we found out the voice actor was Erika Ishii, and Erika Ishii has me blocked, and even with all that, I kind of said, hey, we can't jump on it and say that it's woke, because we don't have enough. Even though that Erika Ishii was saying some things and whatever, we just tried to say, hey, it's too quick to say the entire game is woke because the first game was good and etc. etc.
Yes. We were the ones who said we're not jumping to conclusions until there is more evidence to the contrary of what other people are saying. But at the same time, we also said that if we are proven wrong, we will admit that we were wrong, and we will retract any statements we may have made. You may continue.
Yes. And I think that's basically what's going on there, in a sense where we recognized that there was stuff going on with the actress, where we didn't want to call the entire game woke. I wanted to make that clear. People were saying, well, the actress is this, the game is woke.
Yeah,
and I'm
that in our eyes was just people jumping to conclusions, which is not really something you want to do when you want to see change in an industry.
Yes. However, we also said that if we found out more and we came back and we found out that we would recognize that and we would own it. And here we are owning it. Because as you could see, this is Drew. This is one of the people involved with Ghost of Yote. It is one of their lead developers at Sucker Punch. And, well, as you can see, they are saying some very disgusting things about the death of Charlie Kirk, including that also, and it ended up losing them their job, and they basically said that they would do it again if
Which
it
is
was
disgusting.
fighting fascism.
Which is disgusting. It's not something you say after somebody dies.
Look, is it so wrong to say that wishing death on somebody is not a political point? It is not.
No.
There is no politics behind that. If you wish death on somebody, whether you agree with them or not, there is no political angle to that. I can't see one.
Nor can I.
And you can't cry about, oh, I'm being canceled, cancel culture. No. It's consequence culture. Oh, my freedom of speech is being taken away. No, it's not.
You had your freedom of speech when you freely spoke and said what you did. However, that does not mean you are free from the consequences of what you say.
Exactly. If you say something disgusting and terrible online, doesn't matter if it's your own opinion, the company you work for has the right to go, yeah, that's not what we're doing. Now, I wish the company had come out with an actual statement. There are reasons they can't, whatever. Point being is this person lost their job, and to be fair, they brought it on themselves. If they want to know about the cancel culture, the only person they're canceling is themselves.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's ridiculous that we live in this world where it's like, oh, well, I need to say these terrible things. No, you don't. You could have just said, hey, you know what? I really didn't like this person, but nobody needs to die over opinions. It is terrible to say that. And the fact that they doubled down on it just shows how terrible of a person they are. And we had to recognize that obviously this game, it's not even... Just because this person's fired does not mean the environment around the game is gone. There were lots of people from the company liking the game and liking the post about the game. And so, liking the post about Charlie Kirk. And so that is, there's obviously an environment there. And until that environment is stomped out, we're not going to see any different. However, there was also another thing that went on with Gretchen Felker Martin,
who is a writer at DC Comics.
Now, she was involved with a new comic called Red Hood, I think.
I believe it was Red Hood, a Red Hood comic line. And the first issue of the comic came out. People bought it.
Yes.
Then she said what you see on screen.
Yes.
And
we're not going to read it.
No, but I will say, right after she said this, DC Comics canceled the rest of her comic series and refunded everybody. Good.
It didn't happen right away, but it did happen. And DC didn't make a statement. However, when they were contacted, DC said the following. Do you want to read what they said, honey?
Yes. When contacted for reasons behind the cancellation, DC Comics provided the following statement. Quote, at DC Comics, we place the highest value on our creators and community and affirm the right to peaceful, individual expression of personal viewpoints. Posts or public comments that can be viewed as promoting hostility or violence are inconsistent with DC's standards of conduct.
Good. And the saddest thing is there were people online getting mad about this and saying how terrible it was and that they were only targeting Gretchen because she's a trans woman. No, she said I don't know what her pronouns are, and I'm going to be quite honest, I don't care.
Nor do I.
I don't. But whatever they are, said terrible things, and they got consequences. Just like, for example, other people like Stephen King said some terrible things and had to backtrack. There was an artist, a Sonic artist, also had a problem. There are lots and lots of people finding out that, you know what, you do have freedom of speech. It has never been taken away from you. You had the freedom to say what you wanted to say. But at the same time...
But for so long, so many people have not been facing the consequences of their words. Why did it have to take an event like this for those consequences to finally happen? That's what's sad.
Know. Well, the reason is because we didn't want to do what they do. But at the same time, this is not what they do. If any of these people are listening or people who feel differently are listening, here's what you need to know. The only people who are canceling each other here are yourself. You are canceling yourself. Because guess what? There is something I'm going to bring up that I don't think anybody else has brought up, but I think it's a very important point.
Oh?
If you are a public figure working for a company, and any way, shape, or form that you are working and you have them in your bio or anything like that, right? You need to know how to behave professionally. You can have whatever opinion you want to have privately. You can think whatever you want. But if you are a public figure who is the face of a company or a product, you have the
obligation.
What?
Obligation, I think is the word you're looking for.
You have the obligation to be a professional. And if you can't be a professional, then the companies you are involved with have every right to recognize what you are doing, and you will face the consequences of not being a professional. It's like, for example, let me make this a different example. It's going to sound like a completely silly example, but it'll make the point. Okay?
Oh. All right,
It's
go ahead.
like going up to a job wearing pajamas. You're not going to get the job if you show up to a job interview with pajamas. That's not something you do.
Plenty of people at college go into their morning classes still in their pajamas, coming straight from the dorms.
Yes,
but that is
but that's
different. It is college.
But the point being, if you're going for a job interview and you wear your pajamas, unless you're working at a pajama factory, you probably aren't going to get the job. And that's because you're not a professional. It might seem like a leap to make a connection there, but I'm pointing it out to make it a very simple connection, is to say you wouldn't do that in a job environment because it's not professional. This here, wishing death on somebody, that should be at the top of the list of things that you don't do if you're professional. And if you can't do that, then you don't belong at this job. Point blank.
Also true. Well said. Well said, my dear. And it is true. So many people have been so unprofessional these last few years. And despite the horrible events that led to it, it is a breath of fresh air to see them finally getting their comeuppance.
And again, I want to make very clear, this is not cancel culture. This is consequence culture, as you say. No one's taking away your free speech. You can say whatever you want, but you cannot say it and not be a professional and then get upset when you're not treated like a professional. Because guess what? You've shown that you're not one.
Yes.
So yeah, we're going to see more of this. Obviously, we feel anybody wishing death on somebody over different opinions, not okay. Shouldn't be a political topic, shouldn't be a hot topic, and you're only yourselves to blame if you lose your job. You have free speech, but you also have the freedom of facing the consequences for what you've said.
Indeed. Stop there?
Yep.
I think that's a great place to stop. I think we said everything we wanted to say, right?
Yeah. And I know there's a lot more people getting fired, guys, and other things, but there's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to say. And I just think I know the example of the pajamas might have seemed very strange, but I think it's whatever.
The people you're trying to get through to have the mental capacity of 3-year-olds. So
Rosie says, I thought doxing was revealing a person's address to the public. Yes.
Or phone number, or email address, or true name, or anything else that is an identifying piece of information.
The pajama analogy is perfect. Yeah, I was trying to specifically, I'm going to be honest, I think that there are a lot of people who are getting very caught up in the political side of this, and I'm not necessarily saying that it's people on our side or not. But I think the pajama analogy makes it very clear you wouldn't do that because you're not stupid. So don't do this because you're not stupid. And if you're stupid enough to do it, then you deserve the consequences, period.
Stupid people. So annoying.
I saw the proc file says flashbacks to the time I got my sister a job interview. She showed up and says better as fluffy slippers.
Wait, she did? Oh dear.
Oh God. A job shouldn't take anyone who calls for death 100%.
Proctophile, I really do hope that they did not take your sister seriously. I'm sorry to say that, but cricket.
I thought DC was bankrupt. So let's be honest,
Not
Disney,
yet.
DC, and all these companies are never going to go bankrupt because I'm going to tell you the reason. They have products. If DC wanted to and they went under, they could literally sell off Batman to somebody and get royalties for it. They could do all these kinds of things.
True.
Let's see. There's a lot of mask off moments happening right now for these people. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sly Cooper shall we miss, but it is what it is. I hope a skilled dev team makes a good substitute someday. Yep. It used to not be an issue, 100%.
Yep.
Straight up evil. Yeah. Is everyone working on the game a nutcase? It seems like it. And at that point, look, guys, I'm going to fully... People were saying, why didn't you notice? Pattern recognition, all that kind of stuff. Why didn't you whatever? Look, I want to think the best of people. I want to. And I know that might seem naive to some people. And that might seem like, oh, you're trying. These people aren't someone you should care about, whatever. I want to be proven wrong because I have been. There have been some people in the past who have actually done or went far enough to prove me wrong. For example, a good one I'm going to bring up, and I'm not trying to tie him in with any of this. I want to make that very clear. Abu Bakr Salim. Mm-hmm. He did not shy away from the criticism. Yeah, he got upset about certain things and whatever, but he didn't shy away from it. He owned what he said, and he tried to make good on it. There are people out there. So I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, and you know what? I can recognize I was wrong. I was wrong to give them the benefit of the doubt, but you know what? I will never stop trying to give people the benefit of the doubt because the day I stop is the day I've truly given up.
Yeah. Plus, it's just who you are, my love.
There's benefit of the doubt, and there's why didn't you see the obvious red flags? I did see them.
But at the time, we chose not to jump to conclusions based on what everyone else was saying. We wanted to see the evidence for ourselves.
What we saw was a trailer for a sequel to first trailer for a sequel to a game that everybody loved, and it just happened to have a voice actress in it. Okay, so you don't like the voice actress? Play it in Japanese. You know?
There's no reason to call it woke just because of one person attached. You need to see a lot more than that.
That doesn't mean you can't go, hey, you know what? I don't like this because of this person, and I'm not going to endorse it. That's fair. We just thought that people going, it's woke, it's woke. It's like, there's no real evidence aside from the fact of the voice actress. And until we see evidence that they've actually made the game that way, that's kind of the opinion. So again, look, people are going to agree with us and some people are not going to agree with us. And that's fine. You don't have to agree with us. But we wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt based on their past work. And I think that that's fair to a certain degree. And at the same time, obviously, we were wrong. And we admit it. 100%.
Plus, we're Jewish. We're taught to give people the benefit of the doubt first.
And you can say it's naive. You could say I should have noticed the signs. You have every right to say those things. However, I didn't ignore the signs. I recognized them and said, you know what? I don't feel like, in my opinion, there was enough to make a decision about the content overall. That's what I was going to say. Let's get to the super chats, and then we're going to go into game therapy because I want to get into that. I think that's
yes. We have good game therapy this week. Baked Buddhas for $2. No, your arms won't move. If you want that, go 3D.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm. GS Wolfwood for $5. Working at Sucker Punch apparently didn't prepare them for the roundhouse kick of comeuppance. Indeed, they got sucker punched.
Ha! But
I got a good one, huh?
Yep.
Albatross for $5. I've heard some complain that what's happening is doxing, but is it really doxing if you purposefully air your dirty laundry on social media like this?
So doxing, it depends on how you define doxing, but to answer the question, what people were doing is pointing out these people and who they were and who they worked for, and it was something in their bio and they were proudly displaying it. So it wasn't like they had to go out of their way to find these people. I'm not saying that there aren't people going over the line, but you know what? It wasn't us. But at the same time, if you're going to be out there and saying stuff publicly, you can't expect people to ignore it, especially when it's something like this. There are certain things that, like, you could say, oh, if this person had an opinion and said, hey, I don't like what Charlie had to say, but I don't think he should have died. And then someone went after him for that. Okay, that'd be a different story. But in this case, they were asking for it. You wanted attention. You got it.
Yep. Even if it's not the attention you wanted.
Also, before we get to the last super chat, I want to give a shout out to, we have also Croco Squirrel over on Odyssey, and Clippy is over on Odyssey.
Hello.
And Croco Squirrel says, celebrating a premature death is inherently evil, inexcusable. And Clippy says, don't worry, Mario and the princess still make love with each other.
Huh?
I have no idea. But okay, thank you, Clippy.
Okay.
You know, you could have just asked if we needed help with that, you know?
I am confused. And
I was making a joke about Clippy.
Okay. And Proctafile for $2. $50. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
And also, hello to the 100 people currently watching us on YouTube. 103.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, 105, actually. Thank you guys so much. We're going to get into actually, so not to pat myself on the back.
You're patting
here,
yourself
but
on the back, but yes.
I just did, actually.
We have great game therapy today.
We've actually done something video game wise that I don't think anybody has done in over 20 years. So we're going to share that with you. But before we do, a Nintendo Friend Zone Peach. Yes, I saw that. But before we do, make sure to not upset the master of ceremonies. And where is that clip? I always move. I haven't moved them. Here we go.
What do you think of this? You like it?
Obey the master of ceremonies.
All right. So, guys, you guys may know that one of our channel, or this channel that now is Gothic Therapy, started off as a Yu-Gi-Oh channel because my name, Master of the TDS, is for Total Defense Shogun, or the Master of the Total Defense Shogun.
As you can see behind my husband.
Yes. And I recently got back into the game recently. And long story short, there is a monster in Yu-Gi-Oh that has been unable to be summoned normally for over 20 years because one of the cards involved with it is banned. And I managed, because I love doing these kind of things, I managed to figure out a way to summon it normally without the card that it needed to actually be summoned.
And we mean summoning it to the field in attack mode. Because it is possible to set it and then flip summon it, but normally you cannot, because it's the card used to summon the monster is banned. No one has been able to actually summon the monster to the field in attack mode for a while.
For over 20 years, because the card's been banned for that long.
Until now.
Yep. So let's get into some game therapy. All right, so you guys may know of, during the Waking of the Dragons arc in Yu-Gi-Oh, there was a card, a archetype that was created that was called the Guardians archetype. And there was a card that was called Butterfly Dagger Elma, and it was actually banned because it was used alongside Gearfried the Iron Knight as an equipped card, and it would destroy itself and re-put itself back, and every time it was destroyed, it would go back to the hand. Long story short, it was swiftly banned, and it has remained that way for over 20 years. However, there is a card that is called Guardian Elma, and it is required, in order to summon it, you need to have Butterfly Dagger Elma on the field, but because the card is banned, you can't play it. So how do you summon it? Well, you can set it and have someone run into it, and it flips over, but that's not summoning it. So I decided, you know what we're going to do? We're going to find a way to summon it in attack mode. And it took some work, okay?
Some experimenting, yes, but it was
with a
done.
card called Lullaby of Obedience, we were able to, for the first time in 20 years, summon the monster in attack mode on the field.
Face up.
And I don't think anybody has been able to do this in 20 years. And this is not in this is in official like tournament play. We were able to summon it.
We played each other in Master Duel to run this experiment, and we are going to show you the footage.
Yep.
Of our making gaming history.
Here we go.
Begin. I hope it works.
So you can see I got Lullaby of Obedience to my hand.
What we did was we had me put the Guardian Elma in my deck for this experiment.
Yes. So Lullaby of Obedience is a very interesting card. It allows you, by paying 2,000 life points, I get to declare a monster. And if the monster is currently in Raven's deck, I can either get it to my hand or summon it in attack mode. And so I knew that Guardian Elma was in her deck.
And because for this experiment, we put it there purposefully. Now, one of the times we ran this experiment, I accidentally clicked the put it in the hand option of the card effect. So we had to do it all over again. This is the other attempt.
But here we go. Here you get to see.
Ready?
There you have it. So
we summoned Guardian Elma in attack mode, ignoring all of her normal summon conditions. It is possible.
Lullaby of Obedience allows you to ignore all the summoning conditions. So as you see, if we can pause it when I show you, see, cannot be summoned unless you control a face-up butterfly dagger Elma. When this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one appropriate equip spell in your graveyard and equip it target to this card. Right? But with Lullaby of Obedience, it specifically ignores the summoning conditions. So it ignored it and allowed us to summon it in attack mode for the first time in 20 years. Nobody has tried to summon this card, and it has now been summoned in attack mode without its dagger, which is banned, for the first time in 20 years.
You're welcome, Yu-Gi-Oh community. Ritual Raven, when I lose a duel, flops over and plays dead. It's so cute.
I know it was being a bit nerdy, guys, but we kind of wanted to. It was fun. I used to do a series on obscure and forgotten Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I used to find cards that nobody used to play and talk about them. So for me, this was just something that I was like, oh, I want to do this, and I did.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. So Master has all of this obscure knowledge. Like he felt like you saw I was playing vampire cards because I have a vampire deck that I'm trying to perfect. And Master figured out a trap card that's actually absolutely perfect for that deck that no one's ever thought of. I also play Shadalls, and he came up with another card to put in there that nobody's ever thought of.
Yeah, I thought of So when it comes to we'll tell them the vampire one. When it comes to vampires pay life points. Well, there's a card that's called Life Absorbing Machine, and you get back half the cost you paid in your last turn. So you activate it, and you get back half the cost. So there you go, easy card.
Perfect for the vampire deck.
Hi, Happy Dino. How are you doing?
Hope you're doing okay.
Holy Blue Eyes White Dragon. I know that doesn't make sense. Is this what they call the heart of the cards?
Maybe.
How much trial and error? Actually, a couple times. Because Raven kept clicking to have it in my hand.
That was an accident, and you know it. Excuse me.
Nice. It'd take a lot of chance for someone to summon it, but it works. Look, it's never going to be something that anybody will do. Okay?
Master just wanted to prove that it's possible.
I just knew that it's a card that nobody cares about, and it's been banned for so long because of the equip card. So I was thinking, okay, I guarantee no one's tried to play it. How do you do it? if you actually go right now and look on the wiki, it says the only way to summon it is to set it in defense mode and have something run into it. That is the only way to summon it now. Except that's not true.
Not anymore, because we proved it is possible with a different combination of cards.
You would never do it. It's not practical by any means, but it's possible.
But it's possible. Thank you, Masters Obscure and Forgotten Yu-Gi-Oh! Knowledge.
Pete's Inventory, what Yu-Gi-Oh! Game is that? It's Master Duel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Master and I experiment with decks there.
Will it work with Pot of Greed? I like to draw 2 cards. No.
No, Pot of Greed is still banned.
Allure of Darkness is the best thing that there is.
Yeah, but it's risky if you don't have a dark monster card in your hand.
If you're bored and you want to go look at the wiki for Guardian Elma, and you will find in the trivia section it says the only way it can be summoned is by setting it in defense mode and having something run into it. So literally, you are the only it says there's no other way to summon it. Well, we just proved that wrong. So
we made gaming history. A shame we didn't have more people viewing us for that. Oh well, we'll have to make it its own video and share it with the Yu-Gi-Oh community. Even though the Yu-Gi-Oh community absolutely hates you.
Yeah. I mean, I have a card that's a luck trap for Karibo that I add to my decks. If it's not useless outside of hand trap, Charlie lethal attack, I could use it for a lot better. It's fine. It's fine. Look, I always used to say, don't just play the meta. Play fun. Have fun. Figure out what you can do with cards that you don't ever try to do.
When people play the meta cards, all those new cards that people just get because they're there, it's so annoying. Like, we play people who just can't stop summoning, and it's aw.
I know.
Well, I hope you made your night even happier with this Yu-Gi-Oh game history.
I hope we're not lagging because it looks like you keep glitching out for me. I don't know if I'm the one who's...
You were glitching out a little for me, but it was only after you put the video away.
Well, I hope that it's not an issue because we'll have to deal. All right,
are we having with your own dual disc? I actually used to have the Chaos dual disc from the Ori Calicos arc. I loved that.
Meta decks are boring.
So cool.
There's so many unique archetypes that are unused.
Yeah, like I said,
What?
like I said, against Master plays mostly Infernities, and against him I play Shadal.
Okay. All right, let's move on. But yeah, most people probably have no idea what that was, but it's cool. It's something that no one's done in 20 years. Nobody summoned that card. There you go. We're cool. Yeah.
We're not just cool, my love. We are awesome. Embrace our awesomeness.
Apparently we're glitching, so we'll play the technical difficulties clip and we'll move on, okay?
Yes. Good idea. And no, Jose Atako, I'm not going to play the Nobody Cares clip for Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! too. You have any idea how upset I was when I lost my Vampire Genesis card?
People, Who's Nation Noble Dragon says we made their day.
With our Yu-Gi-Oh! History? Awesome.
I don't know. You're better than awesome, you're nerds. Fair.
Mm-hmm. Those are awesome.
It may be me watching the live stream, but I always seem to glitch when I start watching. I don't know. We're embracing the issues.
Yeah, that's why Master made a technical difficulties clip.
What did we do?
I lost my Vampire Genesis.
Oh, yeah. That was
I don't know how I lost that card, but I lost that card, and it ruined my deck, and I couldn't play, and I was so upset. So now I have it in Master Duel. In my Vampire deck.
Anyways, let's move on.
And that also can be summoned if you have it in the graveyard with a Monster Reborn without needing to sacrifice Vampire Lord. You're welcome.
Okay, let's move on because we're having technical difficulties, unfortunately, again. But
it's not a Gothic Therapy stream without some technical difficulties.
Curse you, StreamYards!
Darn you, machine spirit! G.S. Wolfwood for 2. Truly a display worthy of the heart of the cards.
Yep. Maybe we'll get lucky and get to tier 1 and we can play a Pot of Greed.
That would be nice. Hey, people, get us to tier 1.
When do you not have difficulties?
Exactly.
You can at least pretend we don't.
You glitched.
Which I summon Pot of Greed by discarding 5 cards that I draw from the deck, which allows me to draw 10 cards. Use Pot of Greed. All right, let's move on. Is Jar of Greed banned? No. Pot of Greed is.
Now there
Okay.
are also other pots.
Are we ready to move on to the next topic?
Yes.
Am I having problems?
You seem fine now.
We're going to have to just push through.
Yeah.
I blame everybody but us. Nintendo cries, gotta catch 'em all.
But it's lawsuits, not monsters, that answer the call.
Summon a creature, you're crossing the line.
Nintendo's new patent went too far this time.
Might want to repeat that.
Nintendo's new patent went too far this time.
Yep. So,
I'm sorry, Nintendo, but boo! This is not cool.
yeah. So let's talk about this. So let's first get right off the bat and say you guys probably know about all the stuff going on with Pal World and Nintendo and Pokemon and everything, and how they were saying, oh, it's a ripoff of Pokemon and we're going to sue you, we're going to whatever. So Nintendo just got a patent that was pushed through that is basically patenting summoning a creature and having it like fight for you and have like an instantaneous battle.
Yeah, which is dumb because Pokemon and Pal World are not the only games that have this feature, are they?
Now, I want to say something. It is not as crazy as people are making it out to be. If you look into it a little bit more, it's very specific niche, okay? However, it sets a very, very bad precedent.
Yeah. Please explain to everyone what that precedent is.
The precedent is if we start having companies patent things, because first off, there was no pushback on this for some reason. Don't know why. And if Nintendo's allowed to patent things like summoning a monster and having it fight a battle, that means they could say, oh, guess what? We're the only people who can make this game now. I'm not saying they're going to. I'm saying it's something they could do. And the fact that they could do it is terrible.
Because, like I said, Pokemon was not the first to create this. They just were the most popular.
Yeah, and again, we're not saying that Nintendo can't patent their monsters or certain things, right? But the fact is, they are patenting not just they're patenting mechanics, and they are doing it because, let's be honest here, Pal World did something Nintendo and Pokemon never did. They evolved the game.
They made it new and different. Because Pokemon has been the same game, just with different skins, for the past, 15 years? Eventually, that gets boring. The last Pokemon I actually played was Black and White.
Yeah. So it is something to keep in mind that, it's not as dire as people are making it out to be. Okay? You got to look into the patent, and I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. The patent is 40 pages, so I ain't reading all that.
40 pages for a monster summoning.
To be fair, it's because it's so specific. So I don't know how it went through or not, but I think that mechanics that like this, unless they're particular. So for example, let's say they were patenting a sphere that looks like a Pokeball that is red and white, right? Fine. That's fair. I could see that. But if it's not, like, throwing a sphere shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. I don't see the problem with that. I mean, aren't there some animes that do that too, besides Pokemon?
Yeah, there are, and there are also a lot of different things. Again, the thing is, Nintendo could have looked at this and gone, you know what? We're going to learn from this. And instead, they didn't. They said, hey, we're going to try and make it so that nobody else can do this because they were successful and did something that we were never able to do. And rather than learn from it, we're just not going to do anything with it.
Yeah, because as soon as basically what you can take from this is once Nintendo had some actual competition in a genre of game, they panicked and tried to erase their competitor.
Yeah, and they're not, but Palworld has had to make changes, like changes to the glider, changes to how Pokemon, how their pals are summoned. You can't throw a ball and have them pop out of it because they're trying to be careful. And Nintendo is setting a very bad precedent here because this is a mechanic that is widely used in a lot of different areas. You can't just say, no, you don't get to do that. Now, look, Nintendo may not ever do that, but I don't trust them as far as I could throw them, whether it's a Pokeball or not.
Yeah. But the fact is, it's not a good thing. Let's put aside the fact that it's a ridiculously long patent, because I don't understand why it's so specific that it has to be 40 pages. But it's just not good. There is just so many reasons why this is not a good thing. And it really is ruining Palworld and Pocket Pair.
And it's going to ruin other games too. And people are not going to like you for doing this, Nintendo. You may think this is like going to make you guys more money. No. And the thing is that you saw there's this new game they're making coming out that's like Animal Crossing Pokemon now. And it's like, I don't even care. Like, I'm not even watching that. I'm not even going to play it.
Wait. Going to be Animal Crossing Pokemon now?
There's a game coming out that's where you're going to play as a Ditto, and it's like Animal Crossing with Pokemon.
Isn't that just Palworld at your base when you have your pals working for you?
No.
I'm so confused.
Basically, Nintendo is obviously trying to cash in on it a little bit, but they don't care, and they don't. The thing is, if you're trying to come at this from an angle of greed and wanting more money, Nintendo, you are shooting yourself in the foot. You are not helping yourselves. You are not helping anybody else. And people are actively going to decide that they don't want to support you, not just because of what you're doing here, but because of what you're doing in general. And if you start if you start cracking down on people and messing up games, you're going to face a reckoning, and it's going to change fundamentally how the entire internet goes.
Perceives you. It's also going to make people want to play Palworld more than Pokemon because they don't want to people are not going to want to support a company that's trying to get rid of another company.
I'll be honest, I love Palworld. I've played it a lot. I enjoy it. I think it's better. I used to love playing Pokemon. I can't do it anymore because it gets boring.
Because
it's literally same thing every time.
Yeah, literally the same thing every time. Like I said, it's just the same game with a new skin. And the new Pokemon they keep coming up with are lame as hell. A dragon apple? Dragon apple. An apple that's a dragon.
Honey.
What?
The worm is the dragon. The apple is not the Pokemon.
Then why does the apple have a face?
I don't know.
Exactly! It's stupid!
But yeah, this is not going to go over well. There's lots of changes coming to the gaming industry, and this is one that I don't want to see more of. And I think that this is a very bad precedent, and I'm hoping that this is not as bad as it seems because there is a lot more to it, but it could be a really big problem if it continues. And I'm hoping that they don't get any more patents allowed like this because it's just not okay. We should not have to fight and have to worry about these kinds of things.
Yeah. Oh, well. I do hope things get cleared up and Pal World can continue to be fun.
Yep. We'll have to see. I really hope this doesn't affect Pal World anymore, but we'll have to see what Nintendo does with this. Maybe they'll not endorse it or force it, I'll say. I don't know. But given that it's Nintendo, I don't have high hopes.
Yeah, what he said. I think that's a good place to stop, don't you?
Yep. I know we've been having some technical issues again. I apologize to people, but we're
So,
going to
hi,
just
Yorch!
move on through. I see Yorch is here. One of the fundamental problems of patenting game mechanics is that if for any reason the Game Freak enclosed, those mechanics may be a high risk of being lost forever. It happened to the Nemesis system, 100%. 100%. Nintendo in the pit of despair. I don't want them in there.
Yeah, they'd probably try to patent our pit of despair.
Meanwhile, Pokemon rips off Minecraft. They're going to say, pits that have the name despair, we own them.
Nah, no. Also, Yorch, did you get to see our our Yu-Gi-Oh gaming history? If you haven't,
Probably
then
has
rewind.
no idea what it's about.
Well, even so, you're always in our gaming studies area in the Asylum on our Discord. So if you want to see some gaming history, rewind.
The Alex Kuzia show said, hail TDS and Raven. Hail to you.
Hello.
Legalese. Yep. Power World sold more copies than Stardew Valley, I think. Is it Stardew Valley?
Maybe.
I feel like that might be misreading it. Within the same time span of those games' respective debuts. No, that was something else. I forget the name. That was the tip of the iceberg I don't see enough people talk about.
What's SV?
I feel like we're missing something.
Scarlet and Violet.
Scarlet and Violet.
Peter says.
Yeah, Nintendo doesn't care. They are rent seeking. 100%. Give me rent. Give me rent.
Sorry, it does not pay the rent.
Look at all the Italian plumbers. Nintendo's coming for you next. Yep.
Haha.
Is that Applin? Yes.
So dumb.
Why does the apple have a face? Good question.
Can someone explain that to me, please?
Roboting. I know.
We
There's
know,
nothing
we
can do.
know. Just a typical Gothic Therapy stream for some reason.
I love Power World. I haven't played it in a bit since I had to upgrade my computer. Fair enough. But yeah. Keep them out of my pit. I keep the rum there. We've talked about this, that we do not have a liquor license for the Pit of Despair. I'm sorry, you're going to have to take it somewhere else. Maybe the Hallway of Horror.
No, the only drinks allowed in the Pit of Despair are the Tears of Anguish. And
No,
suffering.
I'm saying that in the Pit of Despair, there is no liquor license. So you're going to have to move it. Maybe you can move it into like the Hall of Horror or the...
Or just have a speakeasy inside the wall.
Or the Entrance of Eternity or the Exit of... I don't know. I can't think of any words off the top of my head.
John Common has been a disturbed member for 6 months. Thank you. Thank you both for making this week easier. You're welcome. Also, cute avatar. Little mushroom with a knife. And GS Wolfwood for 2. Sad to see Nintendo chose to be petty with this. Indeed.
I wish that we didn't have to live in this kind of world where it's like it's okay to do these kinds of things. Like, honestly, like, who gave them the right? The egress of exit? Don't think I don't know that egress also means exit, so it's the exit of exit.
Yeah, quite redundant.
But yeah, I guess since we're still having some issues with whatever, we can play the clip one more time.
Sure.
How about the Hall of Hallucinations? No one will find it there. Does the hall even exist, though?
Indeed, does it?
Or is it just a hallucination? Is this hall actually stretching? Or is it just your imagination? No?
Haunted Mansion.
I figured you would pick up the rest of it.
I did, but then I was just remembering what your grandma did when that happened.
Captain Kit says, I believe this is the first time I've gotten to watch you two live on YouTube. Been following you on X for a bit. Just wanted to say you're both awesome. Well, thank you.
Aw, why thank you.
No, this is
Patrick. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, I think we have media therapy, right?
Yes, I sent you a media therapy. I haven't watched it myself yet, but it looked cool.
Why are we getting so robotic? I don't get it.
Me neither. It didn't start until after you played the Yu-Gi-Oh video.
It didn't start till midway during the stream. I honestly feel like I feel like a lot of people go live at this point, and that's what the problem is.
Maybe. Or StreamYards is just being StreamYards. They need a better tech
We'll just deal. We'll deal. We have no choice.
Yeah.
All right, we have some media therapy for you guys. We actually there was a Jaws exhibit at a museum, and Steven Spielberg came there to talk about it. Wolf Colt says, just here in time to vote, jump into the pit of despair. TS and his pot of greed caused this. We haven't gotten to tier 1, so...
So pot of greed did nothing. We haven't even been able to draw 2
We have
cards.
to get to tier 1 in regards to we have to get to $100 for the stream. And then
So
I
give us more
checked the
super
computer.
chats.
But yeah. Let's go into the media therapy while we have a chance.
Yes, begin. All right. Thank you. And thank you to Hollywood Horror Museum for bringing it to my attention.
Yep, and get ready. It's probably going to lag.
There's a shark work.
Kevin won.
Oh, good. Okay, I don't want to embarrass myself.
Wasn't
on
made for
camera.
fresh water.
Okay, it was exactly. So this obviously is the jaws lever, and it's all done by wire.
Wow.
So this is sort of like a maquette to give you an idea of what it was like when this thing was 26 feet long.
I can't imagine being an actor in the water with that, because that would be terrifying, even as an animatronic.
And the problem was the shark was it wasn't working for like 9 months of a 9-month shoot, and so I thought, please work this time. I have an actor in the mouth of this guy. Bruce, he probably said, I'm doing you a favor. You don't realize it yet, but my not working is doing you a favor.
Wow. I am so happy to be here, and I'm happy to be here in general. I was going to come here as a happy fan one day.
Well, I can still do that.
I can still do that. I most certainly will.
And everybody knows from me again. It's been 50 years. Go back in the water.
Yeah, it's really cool. If people don't know, the Jaws, the mechanical Jaws, Bruce the Mechanical Shark, didn't actually work during the filming of Jaws, and so it had a lot of problems. And during the entire filming, you could hear the radios, and they were always going to say like, "The shark isn't working. The shark isn't working." So, but we got Jaws from that. So even if with it not working, it still kind of worked out, right?
And it did become one of the most popular movies of all time.
And it was recently released, and I think it didn't like beat like the pants off a bunch of other things.
I don't remember because I'm just hoping nobody heard what I just said.
What?
I haven't seen Jaws.
Oh, yeah.
Just put it on the list.
Sure. Now we're going to get yelled at.
I know.
Here, if you want us to see Jaws, here's what you could do.
That's the stuffers out of those ugly old piggybacks they are! Come on, kids, give me all your money. It's for a good cause. Me! Come on.
There.
We're Jewish. We grew up with a lot of movies we have not seen.
Yeah, everybody's mad at you. We have it on our list. It's not something we forgot about. We know that it's there.
There's a lot on the list. Remember, I only recently crossed off The Mask. Wolf Cult for $2. $2 to draw 2 additional cards.
We haven't gotten to the point. We're not going to hit tier 1. So
We need like 40 more bucks.
It's fine. All right. We can't procrastinate much more. We're not even probably going to hit our goal tonight, which is fine. Thank you all for being here dealing with our technical issues. We will move on, I think, to our third topic. I don't know who you guys are anymore. You didn't know who you were to begin with.
Big Trouble in Little China is also one I haven't seen. I might as well just keep admitting movies I haven't seen yet. Baked Buddhas for 5. I haven't seen any of the Matrix movies. Does that make you feel better? I've only ever seen the first Matrix. And I've
There's
not
only
seen,
one Matrix.
And I have not seen any of the Terminators.
I've seen the Terminators. I've seen the Matrix, and I'll even watch I've even rewatched Matrix 2 and 3.
Oh, I have also not seen the original Tron or the original Robo.
What are you doing? You're just gonna like sabotage our shoot. Everybody's just gonna leave.
Don't leave. Good night, Dino. I hope I didn't
Literally,
upset
look
you
what you're
with my
doing,
move.
honey.
I hope I didn't.
Look what you've done.
Sorry.
It's all your fault.
Just put it on the list. I need to be put on an 80s binge. I was born in the 90s.
Okay, bye. Just kidding. I need you guys to at least say you see Lord of the Rings. I've seen it.
I watched the first, and it bored me. I couldn't watch the others.
Yeah, she doesn't like it. Yeah. Let's move on to the next topic before people get mad until they can't respond. Yep. The Witcher returns with a desperate plea.
Hemsworth's Geralt where Cavill should be.
The writers left canon, then begged fans to stay.
The show carries on as the fans have gone away. And all I can think in seeing Liam Hemsworth as Geralt of Rivia is that he looks like Thor.
All I can imagine him is picking up Henry Cavill and just smashing him on the table going, "Another Witcher! Smash!"
Seriously! I mean, I know Liam and Chris Hemsworth are brothers, so obviously, but that long hair, it just makes me think, that's Thor! That looks like Thor! I can't unsee it! It's just Thor with white hair and a sword.
Oh. And do you guys see the guy at the bottom left there? That's Lawrence Fishburne. Hey, honey, do you want to tell them who that's going to be?
Yeah, that's Lawrence Fishburne as the vampire Regis.
As Regis, the vampire.
He looks like a black Bilbo Baggins to me. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not being racist. You heard nothing. Yeah. So yeah, that's Regis, the vampire. Yeah. Doesn't he look vampire-y?
No. He doesn't even look supernatural.
Do you take the Witcher books or do you choose this garbage slop?
The books and the games.
What is this? How are you even putting this out? Like, honestly, cancel the whole thing.
They can't. Must be something in the contract or something, or they hope people are going to come back, because the only reason people came back for season 3 was because of Henry Cavill, and he left because they were very disrespectful to the source material. I remember seeing one thing about how Freya Allen, the girl who plays Ciri, literally there was a quote from her saying about Henry, he's like a Witcher Bible on set. We'll be in the middle of a scene and he'll say, we should use this line from page this of Blood of the Elves.
But no, instead we get the witch.com error.
Uh-huh.
That's what this is. Witch.com. You ordered The Witcher from Witch.com. This is what you get.
Yeah, the knockoff. I'm sorry.
And I'm sorry.
Henry Cavill was great as Geralt of Rivia. And that's not
I'm
me
sorry.
being biased. He's just really good as Geralt of Rivia.
I'm sorry. That's not Regis. I'm sorry.
It's really not. No, that does not
It
look
doesn't
like
even look like a vampire. There are so many different things that you could do to make him look more. Look, I'm not saying he would have looked perfect, but there are plenty of things that you could have done to make him look more like a vampire. Vampires are undead. They are pale. Okay? I'm not saying he had to be white. but you could have made him look a little bit more like, I don't know, undead.
Dead? Yeah, you could have made him look more tallow, like a corpse, because that's what vampires are. They're living corpses or unliving.
I don't have any words for this. Like this is so ridiculous because it looks so bad. And I saw there's a clip going around, and I actually took it and I made it better. I took it to Yakety Sack and made it that he literally gets dragged around by a wraith and then rips out its heart and destroys it. For some reason, that's not how it works. But
because for some reasons, wraiths, which are a type of ghost, can drag people around physically and have cores which act as their hearts. And when you destroy them, they just turn into dust for some reason.
You know, I knew this show was doomed after I saw what they did with Witcher Blood Origin. Do you know, one of the biggest things that tipped me off was about what's it called? They had a thing of 10 reasons why you should watch Witcher Blood Origins. And one of them was like, we have the first kiss between two men in the show. And I'm just like,
yeah. And there was also a deaf elf using American Sign Language.
Yeah, you know.
In a fantasy setting taking place 3,000 years ago.
Yeah, did you guys know that American Sign Language existed back in there? No, it didn't.
Before the conjunction of the spheres?
They've literally tried so hard to push this show, and it's been terrible, and it's been so bad that even with Henry last season, it didn't get good enough ratings, so much so that the showrunner, who is notorious for causing a lot of these problems, it was actually out, I think it was on like Facebook or something,
maybe
begging people to please give the show another chance. And it's like, what show? It ended after season 2. Nobody was there for this. This is ridiculous. I've read all the Witcher books. Go read the books. And Andrzej Sapkowski, or what's his name? Is that how I pronounce his name?
I think that's how it's pronounced.
If I mispronounced it, I apologize.
I think it's Andre. But
Andrzej Sapkowski.
I have no idea how to pronounce his last name. I don't speak Polish.
He actually is making another book, okay? Because he's making another book of like young Geralt. Now, I will tell you, do not read Season of Storms. Season of Storms is probably one of the worst Witcher books I've ever read, because I don't understand how you went from writing so great to making it about farting female guards farting. That is literally in the book.
I don't know.
I literally have no words for that. That was so bad. Like,
it was printed. It was published in 2011. So,
yes, and you had farting female guards farting. It is literally in it. Farting. I kid you not. Go read it.
You just told them not to read it.
Yes, don't. But if you need to go see it, go look. I don't even know. This is just so bad, and I honestly think that they're deluding themselves. So, like, it's gonna have this season and one more. And it's like, you'll be lucky if anybody watches this season at all. Nobody is going to watch it.
Yeah, because even your first promotional image of your new actor for Geralt getting tossed around by a ghost. Sorry, but if I may finish my thought, it doesn't really sell. But it doesn't really sell people on wanting to come watch your show.
Honestly, I would not be surprised if they've actually if that book was actually written secretly by, Secret Season of Storms was actually written secretly by the people at Netflix. But regardless, I think this show is so far gone. And honestly, all the stuff that's come out about it just makes me hate it more. And the fact that this is still going on at this point, and it's like, please just put it out of its misery. Do not continue this. And you can already see from the clips that it's just not worth the time. It's just not worth it. So don't go watch this. Go read the books. Just don't read Season of Storms, and you'll be good.
Yes.
put it this way. The storms in Season of Storms, they ain't regular storms, if you know what I mean. They have a lot of passing wind. Okay, I'm done now.
Okay. Oh, that was funny.
Oh, boy.
You okay? Are you okay?
Everybody's freaking out about me saying that for some reason.
I thought they were more freaking out about me saying what movies I haven't seen.
They did. To them, woke was more important than money. All they care about is farting on the things we love. If Sprowski wrote that, I can only imagine Random Material steal from Michael Moore. I hope. I don't know. Honestly, it was so bad. What's a fantastically shot scene? Oh, I think we got some super chats from Angry Proctophile. Do you want to read them?
Yeah, sure. The price file for $10. Raven, I have embarrassed streamers in front of 10,000
I can't hear you. It's cutting out. It's cutting out. It's cutting out.
Okay, sorry.
Oh. Hi. I guess it's my show now. She's gone. She like completely left the room. Hi.
Hi.
You know what? Maybe, I don't know, you should like tell me like before our stream that you were having problems with your OBS and remind me so I can like, I don't know, fix it.
I have told you, and I already told you I tried to fix it, and the thing that's a problem is, does it exist?
Honey, you didn't ask me to fix it.
Oh yeah.
Because I do it correctly.
Meow. All right. The price of file for $10. Raven, I have embarrassed streamers in front of 10,000 viewers for not seeing Terminator 2, and I will not hold you guys above in higher regard. This is heresy. Go watch Terminator 2 after the stream, you uncultured swine. Don't I have to watch the first Terminator first?
I've seen Terminator 2.
I haven't even seen Terminator 1, though. So don't I need to watch that first?
I've seen all of them. Well, 1 and 2 and 3, but
I have not seen any. GS Wolffoot for 5. Lawrence Fishburne's expression here pretty much nails how many remaining fans of The Witcher feel with this adaptation.
It pretty much nails how any remaining fans of The Witcher feel with this adaptation, not many.
Oh, my bad. Proctophile for 5. James Cameron actually flew a helicopter through a highway tunnel to make the chase scenes in Terminator 2 more immersive, and they deserve your appreciation. Sounds like Tom Cruise.
You don't need to watch Terminator to watch Terminator 2. Fair.
Yes, I have not watched Terminator 1. When I say I have not watched any of the Terminators, that includes the first one.
There are no other Terminator movies after T2. Okay, we can acknowledge the fact that there are no ones we acknowledge as canon, but there are things after. How are you pop culture extras if you haven't watched Terminator movies? I have.
I haven't. You guys forget. How many times do we have to explain why we have a never-ending list of movies we haven't seen?
Why is people just ignoring the fact that I've seen it?
We are... Oh, hi, Hordes. Are you also going to get mad at me for not watching any of the Terminator movies? Or RoboCop? My Night Lord's card is being confiscated until I watch the movies. Ha! No. Can't take away my Night Lord's card.
Yes, you can.
Night Lord's audio story narrated on YouTube. You cannot take away my Night Lord's card. And Yorch has just gifted 5 Gothic Therapy memberships. Thank you very much, Mr. Yorch.
Thank you. You love me. You really love me.
And when I say I haven't watched RoboCop, I mean the original. I saw the reboot.
I've seen all 3 RoboCops except for 3 it doesn't exist, but whatever. Pitchforks on order from Tebow. I expected TDS to watch movies, but you never need to be strapped in front of the TV and tied down for the movie marathon, starting with the extended Lord of the Rings.
It was the extended Lord of the Rings that I watched, and I was bored. It was just going on forever, and nothing was happening.
We're doing movie nights now. I can't even. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to do a stream once a week? It's not easy. We need a producer.
Really?
But Projectile, with those gifted subscribers, do we hit tier 1? I doubt it, but
I have no idea.
maybe we have.
No clue. But yeah, do we need to explain again why I haven't seen these movies yet?
Honey, you've gotten us into like a lot of trouble today. Like, can you like not?
What? Not what?
Not. Just step it.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
it's
we
a
hit
long
tier
list.
1.
It's a never-ending list. It's a never-ending list, which includes the never-ending story.
Okay, we'll go. Stop it. Just stop. You're muted now. Okay. Let's go into the actual tier 1 clip, and then we can come back with our hats, and then we can go into the diagnosis and go from there. Apologies for the technical issues, and yeah, David's still muted because you can't.
And the poll. Don't forget the poll.
Yeah.
Previously on Yu-Gi-Oh!
I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck!
That's not what it does.
Roll my dice! That is what it does. Pot of Greed! Draw 3. I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck! And I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck! Then I play Magic Force, which allows me to play Pot of Greed once again to draw 3 additional cards from my deck!
You know, he's right. And I attack and I win, right?
No!
You don't have any... Well, you don't have any monsters, and...
Oh, he's supposed to be here!
What? Oh, you got the Celtic Guardian!
My turn! I summon Dark Magician! I also summon Jack's Knight!
What? How... You can't summon a bunch of cards on one turn. It's against the rules.
You never saw this coming! I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck!
That's not what it does! It doesn't do that. That is what it does. It doesn't...
That's what it do, Yugi!
That does what it do!
It does what it do.
I let you in.
It does what it do.
I let you in, I said.
Meow.
You never saw this coming. Pot of Greed! All right, let's get into the diagnosis. It seems like things have calmed down in regards to things, and Proctophile's now annoyed that that we're gonna have to do watch. We're gonna have to do watch parties, and it's all your fault.
No, we don't.
Oh yeah, that's right. Only you have to.
So you've also seen. So you have seen the Neverending Story?
Yeah, I've seen a lot more than you have. Clearly.
Well, you are the one who introduced me to Flight of the Navigator and Short Circuit. So.
Sorry. Just got home. Vowels is sorry. Just got home from work. I'll have to watch this later after it's done. Fine,
yeah, you're going to get mad. You're going to get mad at me for all the movies I have not seen.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, and you want to buy you stuff.
You guys should be happy I at least watched some of them.
And you should be. And here's the thing. Here's the thing, honey. You want people to buy you stuff off of Throne, and you can't even watch movies. Shame. Shame on you.
You're the one who wants stuff on there too. Get him the manga.
Nope, you're bad.
Master wants the Yu-Gi-Oh manga. You heard it here.
No.
Wahaha.
The book is better. Yes, it is.
The book is always better.
Okay, let's get into the diagnosis, and then we can do the poll. I don't think we hit the goal, so we'll have to do it another time.
Yeah, no, we're 4 super chats away from the goal. So you guys won't get to know what I like to do on Shabbos. But we have to get through the poll, and then we can do the diagnosis, and then we can say goodnight.
And you can take out the Ricola.
Right. Just put it in.
and I could hear you. Ricola!
Not better.
Nanny?
G.S. Wolfwood for $1. Silence.
Okay, let's get into the diagnosis. Ready?
Poll first.
Poll first?
We always do
the poll first? Yeah,
we
do the poll
always
first.
do the poll first.
Yeah. I remember stuffing things. Okay, I'm going. We have a poll with 156 votes. It says, engage with the like button to clock into the night shift. Will you be watching The Witcher Season 4? And with 48 votes, we have no. Toss a coin to unemployment.
Oh, Valley of Plenty.
Then followed by 25% leaps into the pit of despair. 22% say The Witcher had 3 seasons. And then 5% says, yes, Siri demands it.
And we just hit our super chat goal.
No, there's no goal.
Oh, really?
It's too late.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You never closed the goal. So therefore it's not too late.
It's too late to apologize.
Boo! Here's Wolfwood for $1. More silence. And more silence. Another $1 of silence. And another $1 of silence. $2 from the profile. This is happening. And G.S. Wolfwood for 2, and there you go. Russ Williams says we had confetti. It's legit. Legitimate.
No, it's not. There's no legitimacy unless I say so.
Right.
I am the Lord and Master. I'm just kidding.
Well, you are the master.
I am the Lord and Master. Go ahead. You can say, okay, so let's talk about then, I guess we're going to go into what the goal is. So over the Sabbath, we can't use technology, obviously. So Raven likes to read, but she also loves so she likes to, during the week, play like these idle games that I don't know how anybody plays because they're so boring. But she also loves to do puzzles, except she gets like very invested in them. So for example, it'll be like, Raven, it's time to eat.
Jigsaw puzzles.
Yes. It'll be like, Raven, it's time to eat. Okay, coming. 5 minutes later, Raven, where are you? I'm still here. What, are you coming to the table to eat? In a minute. And she'll just sit there for like hours and hours and hours and just do one puzzle, even though she knows that the puzzle is missing pieces.
Because it keeps my mind busy and more awake than reading a book does.
No, you just like puzzles.
That too. But I haven't had many good books lately. I'm literally rereading the Darksiders the Abomination Vault for the 7th time. That's how many books I don't have.
Oh, okay. And when your husband was apologizing for not being able to go to the library, you said it was fine.
Yeah, it is fine, because I'll happily read it an 8th time, but I also do enjoy puzzles.
Clearly, it wasn't fine.
No, that's not what I said. I like puzzles. And the Darksiders Abomination Vault, considering I am now reading it for the 7th time. The first 5 were literally consecutive, back-to-back.
Whatever.
Literally was the only thing I read for months. It was just that
we
good.
have memes to look at, apparently.
Yay, memes.
Here we go. We have Writing Raven Kimball Air. In Minecraft. It's in Minecraft, clearly. It's in Minecraft, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just sword bastard.
I look like I have payas.
I don't know. I look like Stewie.
I look Hasidish.
I look like Stewie.
I look Hasidish. That's funny.
Okay, let's get into the diagnosis of the week, okay? Everybody
Yes.
got everything they wanted now? You happy?
Yes. And practically, if you're going to say the perfect puzzle is watching the Terminator movies, I hear you. It will happen eventually.
Raven looks like the Scream.
Except it's missing the hands.
Okay, let's get into the diagnosis.
Okay, click the clip. And now it is time for the diagnosis of the week.
Where we take events from the week and relate them to a mental illness.
Because Hollywood is full of them, and you should be aware.
And we have an interesting diagnosis for this week.
Do tell.
The diagnosis for this week is alloplastic defense.
Please explain.
So alloplastic defense is a psychoanalytic concept describing the tendency to resolve inner conflict or failure by attempting to alter the external world instead of facing one's own responsibility. Rather than adapting or self-reflecting, individuals and institutions shift blame outward, rewrite narratives, or restructure environments to protect themselves from criticism in cultural industries. This defense manifests when creators or corporations deflect accountability by framing collapse as someone else's fault while continuing down the same destructive path.
In relation to today's topics, with industry consequence culture, alloplastic defense is exemplified by creators fired for inflammatory or unprofessional behavior crying, quote, cancel culture. Instead of acknowledging that their own words cost them jobs, they externalize blame, painting themselves as victims of an oppressive audience rather than the agents of their own downfall.
With Nintendo's patent, alloplastic defense is exemplified by Nintendo weaponizing summoning patents against Palworld rather than evolving with fan demand or innovating on their own stagnating formula. They attempt to suppress competition through legal maneuvers, reframing creative failure as an external threat.
And with The Witcher Season 4, alloplastic defense is exemplified by Netflix ejecting Cavill for respecting the source material and doubling down on fan fiction storytelling. Instead of admitting the show has alienated its audience, the showrunners externalize blame, insisting fans are the problem while the series collapses under their refusal to self-correct.
And that's why we feel this is a great diagnosis for this week.
Agreed. This was a good find.
Yep. And apologies again for the technical issues. I'll see what I can do, but honestly, I don't know what the issue is. But we'll see. I'll see if I can mess with stuff. Because I'll be honest, guys, we've wanted to do more than one stream, but I guess we're not going to be able to do that until we fix this one. So
yep. So
we had one good week, and now
yeah,
I blame everybody else.
Sure.
All right. Thanks everybody for being here. Appreciate you all. There'll be videos throughout the week. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Next week might be a little difficult because it's almost Rosh Hashanah.
We'll keep you guys posted on
yeah.
We'll keep you guys posted on what's going on in regards to the holidays coming up. So yeah.
Until then, happy nightmares.
TikTok, the stream ends with midnight chimes. Pixelated therapy, cross digital lines. Hit subscribe for the void to make sense. Comment your woes, a form of recompense. Like the shadows merge in the twilight's haze, our channel's a refuge, a weird therapy maze. Campaign shrink, we got you fam. Laughs and guidance in this goth jam. Like the video break, the algorithm style, share with your crew. Escape life's hell, from spooky memes to advice obscure. Here's your dark solace of humor as a cure. Own the night with our ghastly delight. Vendor of laughs in the negative light. Darker than your overcooked roast. Sub to the channel that you love the most. Bell tolls, it's the end time fair. But your issues, leave them right there. Strings of crypt, bury your dread. Return tomorrow for the undead.
think it was Dostoevsky who said, later,